What's going on, miners? ChumpChangeXD here. Hope you're all staying healthy, having a great day. Today, we're going to be reviewing the Goldshell AL Box 2 Plus. This is the unit with the integrated PSU, and it was just delivered by DHL. I need to cut this thing open, get it out of the box, and let's check it out. So this unit is supposed to be 1 terahashes at about 480 or so watts, and it, again, has the integrated PSU. So oh man, these things are heavy as hell. Alright, let's get this thing out. Ugh, I don't know which way is top, which way is the bottom. I think, I don't know if it matters. But anyways, alright, so let's see what we got. So we got a cord here that is not for the US, but I went and got a few things. So I have my C13 by C14 cable, and then a 120 volt by, again, C13 cable to go into this guy. This is going to be the power meter. We're going to see how much wattage this thing actually pulls, and we're going to get this all situated in the dashboard in a little bit. But let's, I think this is Wi-Fi. It is. Has Wi-Fi as well, which is amazing, right? That is definitely one of those things that is a huge plus for a home miner, right? All right, we figured it out. So apparently the Wi-Fi goes on the top, which actually makes sense, and the cord at the bottom with the switch. So that's how that goes. You can see the Goldshell AL Box 2 Plus right here product. It says server, 110 or 240 volts and 10 amps max. So this thing is a little beast. So we're gonna have to see what it does. Again, 1 terahash on this thing. Let's plug this thing in and see how much wattage it draws. And we have power. All right, let's see. So we got the 120 plugged in here. Again, this is gonna be the power meter. We're pulling 0.4 or 0.3 watts as of right now. I only have the unit plugged in. The switch is off. Ethernet I have right here running down into my studio currently, so we can actually access the dashboard, set up the Wi-Fi and all that. But without further ado, let's get this thing turned on. 3, 2, 1. Nice blue light inside. Nice. There we go. Got some system lights, red and green blinking. Ethernet just picked up. Perfect. Gonna let this thing ramp up and we will check it out in just a second. All right, so this thing's about 460 watts or so. It says it gets 480 or pulls 480 plus or minus 5%, so that's right on point. It'd be about 20 watts difference or so. So it's a little bit under the actual listed wattage pull, which is kind of interesting, right? On 120, it's actually typically a little bit less efficient, to be honest. It's more efficient on 240 because it's less resistance. So we're going to have to take this out to the solar trailer and see what we actually get on this unit for wattage as well. Let's look at the dashboard real quick and just see what we're looking like for gigahashes. I haven't set up any of the pool stuff yet, but we're looking like 989 or 88 gigahashes as of right now. It's going up and down a little bit. I think we got closer to 1,058. All right, so yeah, I mean, it's actually right on point, a little bit more, plus or minus 10% for that. And yeah, this thing's freaking awesome, and it's quiet as hell. Literally can't hear it at all. That's insane. All right, real quick too, I wanted to show you guys, they actually have a Goldshell app, which is kind of cool. I don't have this thing hooked up to Wi-Fi, as you guys can see. It's still currently got the Ethernet cable there because I got to set up the dashboard stuff, but you can connect your miner. If you actually just click add miner, it'll like scan the network and connect to your phone, which is kind of neat. I'm not going to do that right now, but they also have like prices and stuff in here. So let me see, where are the box miners? I just want to see what this thing's listed for right now. Geez, 1730, and that yellow is super hard to see on camera, but it says 1730 for the price. Again, full transparency, Goldshell sent this unit over to me for review, so I didn't have to pay any of my own money for it. You guys need to decide if this unit is right for you, but we're going to go over all that in a little bit in the computer. But for now, let's get this thing out into the solar trailer. Let's get it set up. Let's see what we actually pull for wattage on 240 volts, and then we'll go from there. Turned out to be a really nice day. Perfect day to add a new miner to the trailer because I can run it on solar, no problem. I'm just gonna go right into the back here. So this is my crypto mining solar trailer. As you guys can see, I got a bunch of stuff on. Everything's running on solar in this trailer as of right now. I got 10K as zeros. This Mini Doge 3 Plus, that's a integrated PSU as well, and I have the original AL Box 2 from Goldshell. Now we're gonna add this guy right in between those two, and we're going to check the wattage, like I said, with this power meter, plugging that into my manageable PDU switch back there. This side of the rack is actually off as of right now, even though I could turn some stuff on, but I'm focusing on this today. So let me get this on the shelf here. We're gonna set it up, we're gonna plug it into 240 and see what we get. She's all up and running, and the wattage is 438 watts. Now, I saw that get up to about 470 before I left out of the house with this unit on 120. So again, 240 is definitely more efficient, which is cool. If you can run it, awesome. You'll save a little bit of money there on electricity. But yeah, I mean, it's literally running perfect. So it's been about 5 minutes. It'll probably ramp up a little bit higher. As you can see, it's 440 as of right now. It'll probably get closer to 450, 460 by the time the temperature in here rises and all that stuff. It's actually ambient temperature 74.5 degrees. It's actually really nice out the last couple days. Let's just check to see how much wattage we're actually pulling over here at the solar setup. We got 2,200 watts as of right now. Like I said, I have all 10 of the KS0s on. I have the AL Box 2 original, the AL Box 2 Plus, and the Mini Doge 3 Plus up and mining away. So that's that. Oh, and then I got the AL0 as well. I forgot that's actually over here. I do need to get another Ethernet cable and get this guy somewhere over here. I need to get another shelf because, as you guys can see, the shelf is pretty much maxed out. I need more of these guys, these server rack shelves. But anyways, all right, let's get inside. Let's get in the computer. We're going to get this thing kind of just lay it out, see if it's worth buying, how much the cost is. I know you guys already saw that, but how much it makes per day at the time of recording and all that. So let's do it. Okay, here we are at goldshell.com. You guys can see this is the Goldshell AL Box 2 Plus going for $1,730. The price seems to be a little bit high, but we'll get into that in just a second. We'll go through the hash rate and how much we actually get per day on this unit, and then we can try to see how many days to ROI or break even. Right now, specifications, you guys can see, let me zoom in a little bit. We got the hash rate, again, 1 terahash plus or minus 5%. I may have said 10 at one point, but I apologize. It's plus or minus 5%. We have the power consumption, 480 watts plus or minus 5%. Let's see, scrolling down, you see Alephium, that's what we're mining. Algorithms Blake 3, as you guys know. Power cable says 10 amps, input voltage 110 to 240. As you guys saw, I tested both. Obviously, it's more efficient with 240 volts. It has connection port dual mode, which means Ethernet or Wi-Fi, which is pretty cool. And then the fan specifications, 4,500 RPM, if that matters to anybody. All right, looking inside the dashboard now. Goldshell's a little different when you go to set up these miners, actually. So what you're going to do, first things first, right? You go to the home page, or it opens up to this, and most likely what you're going to see is this, a bunch of Chinese, right? So you're not gonna be able to read it. Obviously, you're gonna click up here and click English. Okay, then you're gonna be able to unlock your miner. As you can see, if I lock it, I'll hit unlock, and it says the username is locked as admin, and then 1 through 9 is the initial unlock password, right? So that's that. Anyways, Goldshell again is a bit different, right? So if you want to add a miner to this, right, obviously you want to, you don't want to just leave it plugged in mining to whatever address was in there. You're gonna click add. Okay, and in this video what we're gonna do is we're gonna choose a Kryptex pool, right? Shout out to these guys, they actually are sponsoring today's video, but their pool is actually very nice. It's my first time using it, to be honest. So looking right here, aletheum.kryptex.network 7777. They'll put the Stratum TCP in there for you. But if we go over to Kryptex pool, you guys can see they actually have 4 different pools. Okay, so Brazil, Asia, US, and then global, right? So the global one is actually in this miner to start with. So what I did was I actually changed the miner here, or the URL rather, and I just copy and pasted the US pool because I want to be closer to the pool to get the least latency possible, right? I don't want to have any issues if I wanted to solo mine or anything along those lines. And then you're going to put your wallet address dot worker name, and you should be good to go. All right, so anyways, let's look at Kryptex pool over here. What I want to show you guys is the calculator. I love this site. It's absolutely fantastic. Minimum payout, you can go down to 0.5 Alethium, which is pretty good. Max payout's 1,000 Alethium. Okay, the current hash rate on this actual pool is 62.64 terahashes. Looking over here again, they have a calculator. So what we're going to do is put 1,000 gigahashes, because that is 1 terahash. And we're going to see at the time of recording, we're making about $7.23 a day. Obviously, this isn't minus electric rates, right? This is just
sole profit. If you had free electricity, this is what you're earning per day on this unit. So whatever, to each his own. You guys can see also the month or the year, which is pretty cool, right? I to be honest, doubt that these things are going to hold up that great, but it would be nice if I could make $2,000 a year off this thing. Looking down here real quick, if you guys don't know about Kryptex Pool, these guys, you can actually get paid out in BTC mining whatever you want. You can mine Alephium, or you can mine literally any of these other coins, right? Mine Cedra, receive USDT. It'll say Bitcoin. You can see bank card, ADV cash. I don't know if that's advanced cash. I don't know what that means, to be honest, but gift cards, whatever. You can earn other stuff if you want to just mine directly to that, or just auto convert to BTC. So that's that. Anyways, they have a whole bunch of different pools to choose from. You guys can mine literally almost anything on this pool. It's actually really freaking nice. You're going to end up putting your address into the top spot here. Then scrolling down, you can see workers. I have 3 on it currently. I have a current hash rate of 2.30 terahashes. And you guys can see that I have all of my guys right here. All right, my AL0. I got the AL Box 2 Plus and the AL Box 2. And one thing I want to add that makes me pretty happy is the fact that I can actually change the order of these miners by whatever I want, right? The valid shares, the invalid shares, the hash rate. Like, I can put it however I want, but it eases my OCD. I like seeing things in a row, and that's why I try to label them the way I do. So I actually put all of my ice rivers on Kryptex Pool as well for Caspa, right? And again, you see how the numbers are all jumbled. I can actually put them in order. So that's kind of what I'm talking about. It kind of eases my OCD, just being able to see everything nice, neat, orderly fashion. And I can do it by hash rate or whatever. Also, you actually can invite miners here to earn 20% of the pool's fee. So if you guys have an affiliate link, you guys can use your own. I'm going to leave one down below if you guys are interested in using Kryptex Pool. Feel free. But yeah, this is it's really a neat experience for me. I've never had a pool that has this much stuff going on. It's actually really nice, and they do have like a Telegram bot as well. I am not using that, to be honest. I don't use Telegram, but they have a monitoring bot. If anybody is into Telegram, please feel free to check it out. Anyways, you guys can see as of right now, I am mining again 2.30 terahashes over here. I did start this a couple hours ago, so everything is up and running. Now, what we're going to do is go back to the homepage calculator, right? So again, $7.21 per day. Now, I don't know what your electric rate is, obviously, right? But if we go to basicminervalue.com, we can go to, let's see, we're going to put this to 10 cents per kilowatt hour just because. And we're going to look for the AL Box 2 Plus right here. All right, so at 10 cents per kilowatt hour, you're making $5.92 a day. Let's go to the calculator. Here we go. So we got, what was the price of the Goldshell Plus? So the price of the Goldshell AL Box 2 is $17.30. So let's do $17.30 divided by, and we're going to go back to basic miner value. We have 5.92. So $5.92. And we're gonna see 292 days to get a return on this unit. I don't know, man. I don't know. That seems like a long time. That seems like a long time. That is a long time. That's a long time. All right, so now just to compare things over here at Ice River, let's see. Okay, so the Alephium AL0, which is 400 gigahashes at $7.99. So let's see. So that'd be 2.5 of those, right? 2.5 to be 1,000 gigahashes, right? Which would be 1 terahash. So we got $7.99 divided by 2, so it's just $400, right? Plus $7.99 plus $7.99. What does it come out to? $19.97. All right, so looking at the price of 3, wow, looking at the price of 3 ice rivers, actually, this price doesn't seem that bad. I'm kind of shocked. I am not going to lie. I was not expecting that, to be honest. I totally forgot they were $7.99 over here. Yeah, $7.99 for this Ice River AL0. Wow. All right. I mean, hey, listen, you know what? Goldshell, you really didn't do a bad job in this one. That's actually kind of impressive. All right, let me see. What's the wattage again? 480. And these are 100. So now the only thing that really gets it here is the wattage, right? So you'd be, I mean, obviously you can't have half of a machine, so you'd have to have 3 machines, right? So that would actually cost you, what is it, $7.99 times, let me see, Clear the 799 times 3, right? It's 2397. All right, so you'd have to spend 2397 to get more than 1 terahash, but you'd also be only running it at 300 watts, where the other side of things over here at Goldshell, right, we're looking at 480 watts for this. So it's a bit less efficient, yes. All right, so how do we find the efficiency? I think we take the hash rate, if I'm not mistaken, we divide it by the wattage. Is that right? We'll say 2.08. 2.08. And then on the other one, it would be about 1200 for 3 ice rivers. And we would divide that by 300. And it would just be 4. It would just be 4. So obviously, it's about double the efficiency, to be honest. Yeah, it's way more efficient. It is way more efficient to have the ice rivers, but at the same time, you get an all-in-one unit with the PSU. You don't have to worry about any of the nonsense for the, you know, the KS0s or the ALOs or whatever, you know, like the barrel connectors and the little laptop bricks. You don't need to worry about any of that. Everything is just in this and ready to go. So again, I'm not saying this is a good deal. I'm not saying it isn't. You guys can make your own decision. You're all adults at the end of the day, but to be honest, looking at the price of it now, it really doesn't seem as bad as I thought.
So that is gonna do it, guys. Hopefully you appreciated this video. I would love to know your thoughts on this Goldshell AL Box 2 Plus. Again, I love the integrated PSU. It's just one less thing you have to purchase, like looking at the original AL Box 2. I don't even know if they sell these anymore, to be honest, but the 6 pins right here, these things on the mini Doges, at least, they always had issues, so it's just one less thing you need to worry about, right? And then you don't have to have an added expense of having a PSU like that ATX 1200 watt one that I have right there. Obviously, that's overkill and I can run more stuff on it, but it's just nice having a switch on the miner and a PSU integrated. It just makes life easier. Anyways, guys, have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.